Fisheries provide food, employment, and other economic and cultural benefits for billions of people around the world. But with escalating demand and pressures on fish stocks, effective management is crucial to ensure population sustainability. Management procedures, or MPs, are a valuable tool addressing this need. MPs, also known as harvest strategies, are long-term, science-based fishery management approaches. They are designed to achieve pre-agreed objectives established by managers in collaboration with stakeholders. To meet these objectives, MPs incorporate harvest control rules that set catch regulations based on indicators of the status of the fish stock. MPs operate similarly to an autopilot system for a ship. Once they are developed and adopted, they provide a streamlined decision-making process, guiding fisheries management for years to come. But how do these MPs work in the real world to adapt to shifting contexts and achieve their goals once they've been put into action? Just as a ship on autopilot requires continual monitoring and occasional tweaking to ensure it stays on course to reach its destination, management procedures need consistent oversight and may require modifications to meet their objectives effectively. This continual adjustment and monitoring process is what we call the MP feedback loop. The 3 steps of the feedback loop typically occur on a multi-year cycle. As an example, let's use the North Atlantic albacore MP, which has a 3-year cycle. The first step of the feedback loop involves scientific monitoring. What data are needed to run the MP and implement the harvest control rule? The data collection program, specified in the MP, requires collecting information about the fishery, including catch and effort data, supplemented by surveys if required. The second step is to assess the fishery. Here, the collected data are analyzed to evaluate the stock status based on the model-based or empirical method outlined in the management procedure. For North Atlantic albacore, that method is a simplified stock assessment. Finally, the third step involves plugging the stock status into the harvest control rule and implementing management changes if necessary. For albacore, if the stock grows, catch limits increase, and vice versa, to maintain the stock around its target size based on the management objectives. While the MP feedback loop can operate over multiple years, most MPs include annual checks for exceptional circumstances. If deemed significant, these unexpected events, such as a lack of data, environmental anomalies, or new divergent scientific knowledge, can prompt reviews, deviations from, or significant alterations to the MP. Every 5 to 10 years, comprehensive reviews might be conducted to evaluate whether the MP is meeting its objectives. Based on the outcome of the review, the MP could continue unchanged or be modified to address any shortcomings. It's important to remember that MPs are not set in stone. They are fluid and can be revised or replaced if needed, or if the opportunity arises to improve upon them. For instance, the successful Southern Bluefin Tuna MP, adopted in 2011, was revised in 2019 due to data availability and scientific improvements. Ongoing collaboration among scientists, managers, and stakeholders is vital for long-term MP implementation, and MPs must be a part of a comprehensive package of management tools, including catch allocation and enforcement mechanisms. The reward? Just like a ship on autopilot will reach the correct port, MPs ensure that our valuable fisheries thrive and are sustainably managed in the long term, safeguarding these resources for future generations.